The Transportation Security Administration is pushing back tonight on a report about a secret surveillance program targeting Americans who are not suspected of a crime. Correspondent Leah Gabriel looks at both sides from New York.
A previously unknown TSA program designed to keep you safe is drawing fire for secretly tracking U.S. citizens not on a terrorist watch list or suspected of a crime. The Boston Globe first reported the Quiet Skies program over the weekend. The TSA confirms it first began in 2010 with the aim of preventing another 9/11.
TSA officers are trained in behavioral detection, and so they're already looking for somebody who's acting erratically, who may seem extremely nervous, somebody who is exhibiting signs that other people who have executed attacks on airports and airplanes have exhibited.
Under this program, as travelers pass through airport security, a computer algorithm spots those whose travel and activities match with current threat intelligence. A human team then vets the information, and if there is a red flag in the flyer's background, that person may be followed through his or her travel and watched. One attorney for the ACLU saying, quote, "They're watching travelers in secret, and they're doing it without any suspicion of actual wrongdoing." But a TSA official tells Fox News the program has a system of checks and balances, including what the agency calls robust oversight, and says the idea that ordinary U.S. citizens are being surveilled is wrong.
Average Americans would not come close to qualifying for inclusion in this program. If you are being observed by a federal air marshal as part of this program, it is because you have a pattern of travel as well as other activities.
Well, although this program may be new to the public, the TSA tells Fox News Congress has been briefed on it 4 times in the last 2 months, and that there is strong oversight from legal and civil liberties experts. The agency also says that contrary to some news reports, race and religion are not criteria for selection. Brett?
We'll follow it. Leah, thank you. Also in New York tonight, increasing speculation about the future of one of the most powerful people in American media. The CBS Board of Directors today discussed what to do about sexual harassment allegations against Chief Executive Les Moonves. Fox News media analyst and host of Fox's Media Buzz, Howard Kurtz, tells us where things stand right now.
The dark cloud over CBS was a prime topic today on its morning show.
The board of directors at CBS is expected to meet today amid allegations of sexual harassment against chairman and CEO Leslie Moonves.
Since the New Yorker's Ronan Farrow reported highly detailed allegations by 6 women spanning 3 decades, 3 board members aligned against Moonves have pushed for his immediate suspension, but no action has been taken.
It underscores a huge problem at CBS. Look, if this type of behavior is coming from the chairman of the company, it could be seen as a reflection of the general and overall culture at CBS.
The one-time actor is married to CBS star Julie Chen, who today reinforced her tweet defending her husband.
And I will stand by that statement today, tomorrow, forever.
As CEO, Moonves has led the network's resurgence from last place to first place and recently helped found a commission to eliminate sexual harassment in the workplace.
Last week, NCIS was watched by 20 million people, as was Big Bang Theory. I don't think we're dying.
But a far different portrait emerges in The New Yorker. Actress Ileana Douglas told the magazine that at a 1997 business meeting, Moonves held her down, violently kissed and groped her, and after she fought him off, had her fired from a CBS sitcom. Producer Christine Peters said Moonves put his hand up her skirt and touched her underwear. Moonves, who admitted kissing Douglas, denied harming anyone's career and says he knew no means no, but added, "I recognize that there were times decades ago when I may have made some women uncomfortable by making advances. Those were mistakes, and I regret them immensely." CBS quickly fired anchor Charlie Rose after the Washington Post reported sexual harassment allegations against him in November. Moonves is already locked in a legal battle with majority shareholder Shari Redstone, who wants to combine CBS and Viacom. The CBS board meeting ended today with no action beyond the search for an outside law firm to investigate. But it will be hard for the network to return to business as usual with Moonves still in charge. Brett?
Howie, thanks. Up next, California burns as more than a dozen wildfires tear through that state and other western states, forcing thousands to evacuate. First, here's what some of our Fox affiliates around the country are covering tonight. Fox 29 in Philadelphia, as state officials say they have successfully stopped a company that makes 3D downloadable guns from making them internet accessible in Pennsylvania and from uploading new files. A Texas-based company agreed to block Pennsylvania users after an emergency hearing Sunday. Fox 28 in Columbus, Ohio, as Vice President Mike Pence visits suburban Newark to campaign for State Senator Troy Balderson. He's running for Ohio's 12th congressional district against Democrat Danny O'Connor. And this is a live look at Kansas City from our affiliate Fox 4. Big story there tonight. A lawsuit seeking $100 million in damages has been filed against the owners and operators of a tourist boat that sank earlier this month on a Missouri lake, killing 17 people. The federal lawsuit was filed Sunday on behalf of two members of an Indiana family who lost 9 relatives when that boat sank. That's tonight's live look outside the Beltway from Special Report. We'll be right back. Thousands of people are under mandatory evacuation orders tonight as wildfires ravage land throughout California. At least 8 people have died. Many more are missing tonight. Correspondent Jeff Paul has our report from Redding.
It's just a nightmare for everybody here.
CAL FIRE says it's made headway in containing the deadly Carr Fire, which scorched at least 150 square miles and destroyed more than 700 homes since it erupted a week ago in Shasta County. The battle is now focused on containing spot fires that shifting winds may push outside containment lines. While crews say they've moved on from a defensive mode, they say the fire is still unpredictable. One reason why tens of thousands are still under evacuation orders. And this is one of the many homes leveled and reduced to ash in this Redding neighborhood. You can see a washer and dryer over there. What used to be a filing cabinet just in front of it. Over here, a garage door melted to the ground. And as we walk further out into the driveway, metal is just about the only thing left from this truck after the Carr Fire swept through this area.
It's unfortunate if our house is burned, which it sounds like there's only 2 places standing, so the chances are that it probably did.
The Carr Fire is just one of nearly 24 fires burning on about 200,000 acres throughout California. 12,000 firefighters from across the state are on the front line.
It's in a backburn into the creek.
But even with the help from 800 National Guard soldiers and 150 engines from outside the state, containing these fires remains a dangerous mission. At least half of the 8 deaths linked to these fires are among crews. The rest, residents, including some who either chose not to evacuate or didn't receive notice at all. CAL FIRE tonight announcing plans they will allow the first round of evacuees to finally return home, but many are bracing for the worst, not knowing if they are one of hundreds who've lost everything. Brett?
Jeff Paul in Redding, California. Jeff, thanks. Attorney General Jeff Sessions says the Justice Department is committed to protecting the religious rights of Americans. Sessions telling an audience at a religious liberties summit, Western culture has become less hospitable to people of faith.
A dangerous movement, undetected by many, but real, is now challenging and eroding a great tradition of religious freedom. There can be no doubt. It's no little matter. It must be confronted intellectually and politically and defeated.
Sessions says he believes one reason President Trump was elected was because he said he respected people of faith. Up next, the panel on President Trump's apparent decision to reject an interview with the special counsel and the latest on all of that. First, beyond our borders tonight. A new report into the disappearance of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 highlights shortcomings in the government's response and raises the possibility of intervention by a third party. The plane carrying 239 people from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing vanished, as you may remember, 4 years ago, presumed to have crashed in the far southern Indian Ocean. The report reiterates Malaysia's assertion the plane was deliberately diverted and flown for more than 7 hours after severing communications. 3 Russian opposition leaders were detained by police minutes after the conclusion of a demonstration against a government plan to raise the retirement age. The protest in central Moscow had been authorized by city authorities and attracted thousands of people. The proposal to raise the pension age for men from 60 to 65 and from 55 to 63 for women has sparked dissent across the political spectrum. And Greece's prime minister has visited the site of the country's deadliest wildfire in decades, a week after the blaze swept through a seaside resort north of Athens, killing dozens of people. The vast majority of victims died in the fire itself, with some drowning while swimming out to sea, trying to flee those flames. Just some of the other stories beyond our borders tonight. We'll be right back.